Hello golfers, Jess Frank coming to you from the Jess Frank YouTube Golf Academy here at the beautiful Deer Creek Golf Club in Deerfield Beach, Florida, talking about how the right arm and right wrist work in the golf swing. For me, the right arm, I could call it the trail arm. For lefties, it'd be the left arm, but we're going to do the right arm for me, which is the trail arm. So the wrist is going to move in a couple different ways. It can move in a radial, which is up, ulnar, which is down. Okay, I can do pronation, supination, and also I can do flexion. I'm sorry, this would be flexion, extension, flexion, extension. So you can see this right here. So back that way. So when we do this, it's a combination of all three in the golf swing. So we set up pretty neutral with the right arm. And then as we go back, we're adding radial deviation, we're supinating the right arm, we're extending the right wrist. Okay, back, 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 back. And you can see I'm also bringing the right arm all the way around my body. Okay, and by doing that, you can also see that I've turned my hips, I've changed the flex in my knees, and my shoulders have moved in a circle. So I'll do it back this way. But again, the right arm is super important as I go back. So here you can see the setup right here. So the right arm, again, I always like to talk about this in the setup. If I were gonna set up with the right arm, this would be the position, turn the wrist. So I'm gonna put it in a supination position. I'm gonna take the grip from the side in the pronation. So the pronation here, then from this point, this is a neutral point right here, I am doing a little radial deviation. I am supinating the right arm. I'm also extending the right wrist, and I'm bringing the right arm all the way around my body here. So this is a phenomenal drill for a lot of people. You can see how my knees have changed flex. My hips have turned. My chest has turned. My shoulders have turned. My stomach's turned. So everything's giving me a huge circle and tons of additive arcs, as we call them, additive arcs around our body, which give you the most opportunity for the most power and the most distance and the most solid contact and hitting the ball higher, farther, straighter. So that's something that you can do every day at home. It's a phenomenal drill. I just go ahead, I put my left arm on this club here, get my right arm in a good set, which is my trail arm. And as I'm going back, remember I'm radials up, ulnars down. So I'm going, as I go back, I'm going radial deviation. I'm supinating my right arm, so I'm having some roll to it. I'm opening this, and I'm also extending my right wrist behind me. So you can see the major tilt in my body. Here's my shoulder tilt, hip tilt, knees are changing flex, arms around my body into position 3, it's called, all the way around me, like if Tom Brady was going to throw a football, or if you saw those javelin throwers, the javelin throwers at in the Olympics, they had this thing way back here to throw it as far as they could. So now I'm going to add the club. So I'm going to go ahead and put the club down here, just in my, like I'm taking a grip, normal grip. Put my right hand here. So as I'm going back, you can see I'm doing a little bit of everything here. I'm supinating the right forearm. Then I'm radial, extending the wrist back, and you can see how much I can go around my body. So everybody says that they need flexibility in golf. Well, I can't touch my toes, and I can go pretty far around my body in this motion here. So that's going to be the right arm in the backswing. And then I'm going to show you as we come back down, the right arm in the downswing. So as we go back again, getting to the top of the swing, as I come back down, then you can see my weight's forward, arms coming back down. You can see how I have really good, I'm still keeping this arm in a position. I'm not throwing the arm out here. I'm keeping the right arm bent, right wrist bent back, extended back. You can see this here, extended back. As the club comes down, then I go back through the ball. Now I'm at impact here, all the way through and around. And so I'm just reversing the order here. So as I go to the top, the last thing I'm going to do is bring my wrist through and flex my wrist through. This point here, you can see this, is that as I'm coming back down, right arm still stays bent, club's in a good position, right arm extension, both arms straight, weight forward, head's in the center, tilted, extended, and turn through the shot. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit a little shot like that. So I'm gonna put both hands on the club and just kind of go back and just rehearse this to the top. There's so many players that don't get enough basically width and depth behind them, and understanding those three movements, radial, deviation, supination, okay, and extension of the right wrist. So I'm going to go ahead and put those three together. And I can hit the ball pretty decently and always create a right to left curve. So that's how you move the right arm around your body, your trail arm around your body, to create the most turn, the most depth. And what people ask me as well, with the right arm, it feels like your right arm's way away from your body. Well, when I do that, I want to create as much width and depth of my right arm, because once I put my left arm on the club, you'll see what happens. That right arm doesn't all of a sudden go way back here. It's pulled into my right side, and from here, as you can see, the club coming down in a good spot, transferring the momentum out to the club head, and that's where I have I have that arc working really well for me. I'm gonna go ahead and hit one more, take a practice swing. Okay. Go ahead and hit another one. Pretty solid right there. So the right arm, the trail arm, super important for all of you to work on. Hopefully you really enjoyed this video. Again, my name is Jess Frank. I've been teaching this game for over 20 years. I'm a PGA professional. Love helping golfers play better golf. And so if you really like this video, please share it out with your friends, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. I love hearing all the positive results coming out from everyone watching the channel. So thanks again for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.